Good afternoon, folks. It's 1519 on the 23rd day, second month, 2022, and I'm reporting from Liverpool, England, about a country I love very much. And I spent a lot of time through here. Well, you guys are about to cop it again. I want to show you the move. You guys had a massive deployment of chem through this area here. See if I can get it to roll. See it here? You see these plumes? All at once. All these plumes over this vast area were deployed. Watch. It enters this field of EMF. Boom, 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 boom. Go to plumes. This is EMF and Chembombs being used to modify the weather. Now this image here was from, it's very late at night, actually. I have to use the infrared to show it. Now I'm seeing an EMF move here plainly. You got a cut move coming. They put a wall of EMF down here. All this chem has to back into it. And the momentum of it moving will cause it to spin. Right? And in this hemisphere, low pressure spins in a clockwise manner. The opposite of the way it does in the northern hemisphere. Look at this plume here, coming off the coast of Sydney. It looks to me like they're closing a highway. They're using geoengineering to shut the roads from here to here, and the storms are following a line through here. They are. I'm going to show you the weather plan as well. They're using geoengineering attack now on the people who are peaceful people of Australia during the weekend when they should be able to go outside with their children in a world where we're told to do everything for children. Look at this move here. Where this is turning right here, this is very volatile right now. That's a very volatile area for bad weather. These plumes are not vitamins, folks. These are unknown, undisclosed. I'm going to turn some of the town names off now, right? So we get a better view of the cloud mass themselves. These are boom boom plumes. I'm going to go over this. It might take a little while. I'm not rushing this video. Somebody ring my messenger on phone that's allowed to contact me if this is not working. Very often the videos are now being interfered with after 20 minutes, I'm noticing. Anyways, look at these plumes coming off here. Look at the squareness of this mass of plasma underneath as it vaporized the moisture. And then this ends into it because that causes a suction or a slight vacuum to happen. Look at the squareness, and they're popping off more plumes. I'm going to keep looking at this right here. I'm going to stop it too. Right here. More plumes are being deployed inside that area they just vaporized. See? Nothing. Then here. Then here. My goodness. This is blatant geoengineering right in front of you. This is undeniable proof that they're using the artillery method as is sanctioned by the Paris Accords that we have not ratified yet. Yeah, the artillery method is one of them. And using flares and things that go along and boom, boom, boom is artillery. Plain and simple. Squareness of this. Not puffy, white, nice clouds. Look at this toxins over the ocean. You never tell me this is beautiful. That's a blatant chem bomb here. Let's see what it does. I'm going to roll tape. It may take a moment. Look at that plume. Not naturally occurring. You'd be seeing a water spout if that thing was going around like that out there. These are Chembomb plumes. And it's going out there to wick up moisture like a desiccant does so they can move it back inland later. They're closing your highway down. Look at these Chembombs. Settling over the oceans, beautiful animals and plant life. Unacceptable for humans to take this sunshine from a biosystem that needs it. And that's Lord Howe Island out here, and it has huge EMF bases on it. So this is where a lot of electromagnetic frequency gets deployed to manipulate the weather, to shut your protests down. Look at this coming down the coast. Right, I'm going to hit refresh on this now. So it's going to give me a more up-to-date image. Right, so hopefully it kept my... I want infrared. I want... I'll put the cities and coastal on for a minute, but then I'm going to take them up. Let's let this load. And while it's loading, I'm going to show you the weather plan. Look at this amount of rain here. Scheduled for Friday at, I'm not sure if this is UTC or not, or local time, but even here What does it say it is now? Because time's going to matter. This is going to bury your coast. Look at this coming through. You're going through these mountain passes. This causes flash floods. This is a lot of water coming down very quickly, being fed by that crap that's coming out at sea that they deployed on that image I just showed you. A lot of that image, though, was being shown was from out here, coming down the coastal highway. I've traveled that road. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful highway. It's a huge catchment area for the river, too. All the way down even into Sydney is influenced by big rivers. Can't remember its exact name, but it is a catchment area. So the flooding potential along the main highway that leads you towards the interchange that takes you toward Canberra is very good. You might want to consider a different route, because the geoengineers are going to thwart your protest. If you were going to go into Brisbane itself, look what they got planned for you for Saturday. I'm going to roll this. This is the weather plan. They're planning a flood. I told you they were, but this is gone. I have more data now. And that's a lot of lightning they have planned. Right? It's to be expected. And cell towers in 5G masts and stuff can add to the potential of lightning, and many times, and even Harry Rhodes has proven in videos that keep getting taken down, how the lightning strikes centralize over towers. Look at this. This is extremely heavy rain. Look at this coming over toward Brisbane, Morton Island. You think that the animal life here is wanting that? I don't think so. Not cool at all. The animals get dashed on the rocks. Right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit and let you see the big picture. These are pressure maps, right? So this is two millibar differences. They used to show 5, but it makes the storm look more dramatic. Gold Coast, you're going to cop it right here. Look, right here Saturday. I'm going to bring it back a notch. I'm going to give you as good a forecast as I can. If they're not telling you the truth, then they're just a bunch of liars, your weather forecasts. The BOM, I always call them the Bureau of Morons. Yeah, this is bad. All the way down Tweeds, this storm is going to impact. And as the water rushes down these mountains, not good for the roads. Because a lot of the state line roads and stuff go through the mountains. I've been on Lismore, you're right on the edge of it. Big interchange down here near Byron when you start to go over. You can come in this way, but everybody ends up on the Bruce down here. Fucking hell. Okay, I'm going to roll it again. Sorry about the swearing, but that's just me. Who wouldn't say that when you know that they're actually now using a weather bomb on you? First they fried the crowd in a place. I'm sorry if it's gone out of line like that. And while it's doing that, I'm going to show you the latest worldview image. I'll try to get back to that screen. I'll give you a few place labels so you know where you are. Everybody knows Brisbane. When you look for these 2 peninsulas, the first one is where the whales live, and the second one is where you get oppressed with banking center, capital, where the laws are made. This is evident of that EMF move right here, where they vaporized an area and created an EMF wall, where this has to fold, hit an EMF wall here, the momentum of that makes it go around, and you guys got a recipe for disaster. The chem deployed in it is very evident. Chembombs suck. Evenly spaced. Like you put a ruler up to your images on Worldview, even the shadow shows it quite well. You'll see how evenly spaced these plumes are that have very square edges. And you know you have an EMF interference pattern with chemical catalysts in it that's causing cloud. Nuclei to condensate. There you go. There's the science. See the EMF under here, the microwave popcorn clouds, as I call it. More microwave popcorn here created that outflow boundary that I talked about, that the weather bumps into and it has to turn. Okay? That's just how that works. How does it give forecasts a week in advance for hurricanes in England? Well, you just gotta know what I know. Newcastle has a big frying device right about here, so they do a lot of EMF manipulation from that military base there. EMF here, bzzz, frying the hell out of everybody. Look at the square form to this. Run right here. Evidence of EMF being used to thwart a protest this weekend. So get your rain kit. Don't let them win. Or you're going to let them, fry you with microwaves on the ground at a concert. And then, well, it's time for us to change the tune. We never should pay the piper to begin with. Look at that chem bomb here on the edge. That's blatant evidence of geoengineering. Right? Blatant evidence. I'm just covering the areas of the main protest. Are you doing anything in Perth? Well, they sure got a setup over the top of you. They could do something at any time. These are Chembombs over Perth. See the streamers? See the electromagnetic frequency signature in these clouds as the magnetic particulates in that chem mix seeks ground and acts magnetically like they do in a plasma soup. And it is a plasma soup we live in. Some people call it electrosmog. I call it wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. So right, we're gonna see if we got this rolling any better. Alright, let's see what it's done. I'm gonna close out my world view. See if the sat view ran at the end. Yeah, they're setting you up. Look at the setup. Look at the setup for Tuesday. This is the day you guys are supposed to be coming back. When are they starting that? That's all the way to Wollongong. All the way down the peninsula. Those are very heavy, volatile storms. You guys are about to cop it. Cover your greenhouses. The potential for these to produce hail is guaranteed. Cover your greenhouses, cover your gardens. Don't let them destroy your food for the winter. Okay? Harvest what you can. Get those animals inside if you're in the path of these. This one here also has that convective look. When I see a gap like that, that's always a supercell type rotation, as they call them. Oh yeah, that's right near the center of the low too. Which they're saying it's only a 1004. That's not a huge low. It's not like a hurricane low where you start seeing, 970s and 950s. 950 is getting near to category 5 actually. Usually. Yeah, look at Canberra's road here on that day. They are using geoengineering to thwart your protests. And well, that's not cool at all. Let's see if we've gotten an image coming here yet. This should be the most updated image of this area. And then I'm gonna wish you all safety. I wish you all success in bringing back this freedom we think we need, and according to a definition of freedom, when all we need to do is be ourselves. Don't go along with what we don't think is our personal oneness, and let other onenesses be oneness. But if oneness is taking oneness from our oneness, we must fight for our oneness. And it's time to fight. They have weather bombed you in advance. These are Chembombs. They're being deployed. That's not a vitamin mix. It makes all your food unorganic. It also is putting down fire accelerants as this stuff falls out. Because everybody, if you don't know that nanometals are a fire accelerant, look at this Chembomb over here by Dubbo. If you don't know they're a fire accelerant, they are. Nanometals like aluminum, barium, and strontium, even. I can go there, add some sulfur, and you got a matchstick. Just make a spark. Right? That's just how it works. Boom, and it puffed out. That was a quick one. I'll catch it at the beginning here. That's a Chembomb deployment right here. Just as plain as day. I'll bring it into the center. This is evidence of chemical warfare being deployed in the atmosphere. It's weather warfare on a peaceful population. It's a country attacking itself. And here's the Chembomb. I don't like that little dot dots. It's going to interfere with the picture a bit. So let's just run it and slow it. Come on. It's busting my balls. Chembombs suck, and there they are. Going over your town. Show me some pictures, please, people, if you got them, in this area of this deployment. See how rectangular it is? And you guys think, well, the storms are blowing up in the afternoon, but it's summertime. You know, it's geoengineering season all the time. And Chembombs suck. And you're breathing it in and sucking it in. Don't suck it up, Buttercup, sometimes. Sometimes you gotta roll up your sleeves and dig in. Sometimes you gotta dig in the trench that you don't leave until you get what you want. Well, go get what we want here. I want this to cease. I want them to not use weather warfare to attack a peaceful population of people that should have every right in a democracy to complain about things they see as unjust. And when you don't do that anymore, you do not have a democracy. You have pure fascism. Big love. Peace.